Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. Our group is here to discuss a very important topic about cardiovascular disease. As you may know, cardiovascular disease are one of the leading health challenges worldwide, affecting millions of people every year. We hope this session provides valuable insight and raise awareness about this significant health issue. Now I want to introduce to our team, Farhan Fauzi Hasbi, Muhammad Jakwan Nawafi, Randy Putra Duian, Felix Yuspedan Pratama, William Moses Widanto Palon, Farid Nur Ulya, and last but not least, Erlangga Winandati Putra. So, my name is Felix Yuspedan Pratama. Here I want to explain about what is cardiovascular disease or CVDs. Cardiovascular disease or CVDs is a group of diseases affecting your heart and blood vessels. These diseases can affect one or many parts of your heart and or blood vessels. A person may be symptomatic, that means physically experiencing the disease, or asymptomatic, that means not feeling anything at all. This is what makes it dangerous. Cardiovascular disease includes heart or blood vessels issues like narrowing of the blood vessels in your heart, other organ, or throughout your body, or heart and blood vessels problem present at birth, or heart valves that aren't working right, and lastly, irregular heart rhythms.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Erlangga Winandari Putra, and you can call me Angga. In this video, I will talk about type of cardiovascular disease, and the first one, coronary heart disease, caused by narrowing or blockage of coronary arteries due to plaque buildup, atherosclerosis. And the second, cerebrovascular disease, affect blood vessels supplying the brain, includes stroke and transient ischemic attack, and peripheral arteries disease, affect blood vessels supplying the limbs, lead to reduced blood flow. And next one is rheumatic heart disease, result from damage to heart valves and muscle due to rheumatic fever caused by streptococcal infection. And next one is congenital heart disease. It's a structural defect in the heart present at birth that affect normal function. And the last is deafened thrombosis or or pulmonary embolism. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Randy Putra Duyan and I'm here to tell you about causes of cardiovascular disease. The exacts of cardiovascular disease isn't clear, but there are lots of things that can increase your risk of getting it. These are called risk factor. The more risk factor you have, the greater your chance of developing cardiovascular disease. The precise causes of cardiovascular disease is not entirely understood, but numerous factors are known to increase the likelihood of developing it. These contributing elements are commonly referred to as risk factor. Having one or more of these risk factor does not guarantee that an individual will develop cardiovascular disease. However, the presence of multiple risk factors significantly raises the probability of experiencing heart or blood vessel related health problems. These risk factors include hypertension, smoking, hyperlipidemia, diabetes, kidney disease, inactivity, being overweight or obese, and family history of cardiovascular disease. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Farhan Fauzi Hasbi. So today I'm going to discuss about signs and symptoms of cardiovascular disease. So the first one is symptoms of heart issue. There are four symptoms. The first one is chest pain or apnea, often described as pressure, heaviness, or discomfort. The second one is dyspnea or shortness of breath. This could happen either during physical activity or simply resting. It tends to get worse when lying flat. The third one is dizziness or fainting. And the last one is fatigue or exhaustion. Feeling unusually tired despite adequate rest indicate that something is not right with our circulatory system. Next slide. The symptoms of blockage in blood vessels. So there are pain or cramp in legs during walks. This signal possible peripheral artery disease, a condition caused by a narrow arteries restricting proper oxygen supply, leading toward muscle fatigue. The next one is leg sores that are not healing, and then cool or red skin on your legs, and then swelling in your legs, numbness in your face or a limb. This may be on only one side of your body. And the last one is difficulty with talking or walking.
Hello everyone, my name Farid Nurulia. I'm here to explain management and treatment. Treatment plans can vary depending on your symptom and the type of cardiovascular disease you have. Cardiovascular disease treatment might include lifestyle change, medication, procedure or surgeries, cardiac rehabilitation, and active surveillance. The treatment of cardiovascular disease aim to control symptom, improve heart function, and prevent complication. Key steps include lifestyle change such as healthy diet, exercise, quitting smoking, and managing stress. Medication are used to control blood pressure, cholesterol, or prevent blood clots. In severe cases, procedure or surgeries like angioplasty or bypass surgery are necessary. Cardiac rehabilitation supports recovery through structure, exercise, and education. Will routine monitoring assess disease progression and adjust treatment as needed. This approach aims to improve the patient quality of life. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Zakwan. In here, I want to tell you about prevention of cardiovascular disease. So, while some type of cardiovascular disease, such as congenital heart condition, cannot be prevented, adopting a healthy lifestyle can significantly reduce the risk of many others. Even if you already have cardiovascular disease, maintaining a healthy lifestyle can help slow its progression and prevent complication. Yeah, avoid all tobacco products. Smoking is a major risk factor for cardiovascular. Quitting smoking or never starting can greatly reduce your risk. Managing existing health condition like type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, hyperlipidemia, and high blood pressure, hypertension can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. Keeping this under control with medication and regular checkup is essential. Achieving and maintaining a healthy weight, eating a diet low in saturated fat and sodium, exercising at least 60 minutes per day on most day, reducing and managing stress. Chronic stress can negative affect heart health. Finding way to relax, such as drug medication, deep breathing, exercise, or physical activity. So, by following this step, you can lower your chance of developing cardiovascular disease and improve your overall well-being. That's all from me. Thank you.
Greetings everyone, my name is William Masasulian Tapalon, and in this moment I will share the conclusion of our presentation about the cardiovascular disease. So the conclusion, cardiovascular disease or CVDs encompass a range of conditions affecting the heart and blood vessels, such as coronary heart disease, cerebrovascular disease, peripheral arterial disease, and congenital heart defect. These conditions can result in narrowed blood vessels, irregular heart rhythms, or improper heart valve functions, leading to symptoms like chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, and or fatigue. Risk factors include hypertension, smoking, obesity, diabetes, kidney disease, and family history, all of which increase the likelihood of developing syphilis. While some types, such as congenital heart disease, cannot be prevented, many can be managed or avoided through health lifestyle choices, including a balanced diet, regular physical activity, stress management, and avoiding tobacco products. Treatment options vary depending on the type and severity of the disease and may involve lifestyle changes, medications, surgical procedures, or cardiac rehabilitation.